Hi, my name's Melanie Colley from my pilatescool.co.uk. I'm just doing a little workout for you today. It won't take very long. I'm going to start off on the mat, feet and knees in line with your hip bones. Let the back settle into the floor and relax the collarbone. Soften the shoulders down and back. And then come to neutral with your pelvis, so you're halfway between the two tilts. The pelvic bone and the hip bones are in the same plane. Push down into the floor with the feet, have the feet in line. Draw your fingers down as if you're about to touch the bottom of the mat. Drop the chin in towards your chest, and as you exhale, engage with your lower abdominals just below the navel or the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you bring the glutes together and start to roll through the spine, rolling up, lifting the hips, lengthening through the knees. Deep breath in and exhale as you roll back down. And again, exhale as you lift, using your glutes to lift you, making sure the rib cage stays in line with the hip bones, and then slowly roll yourself down as you breathe out. Breathing in and exhale, pull the abdominals in and roll yourself up, dropping the chin in towards your chest, keeping a long neck, exhaling as you roll down. Two more. Warming up the glutes, pushing into the knees, allow the toes to relax. Last one. Just remaining in that neutral position, float the left leg into tabletop position and release, and then float the right leg into tabletop and release. With minimal movement in the pelvis, keeping the stabilisation, using the abdominals to stabilise, using all the muscles down the back, steady, shoulders are soft. Soften the pelvis and allow the thigh, your femur, to sink into the pelvis. Almost feel as if the pelvis is made of sand and the thigh bone is heavy as it drops down. Releasing the quads, especially the hip flexor and the rectus femoris. Thinking about lifting the legs from your primary hip flexor, which is your psoas muscle, attached to the vertebrae of the lumbar spine. Running through the hip, running through the pelvis, and attaching to the top of the femur at the lesser trochanter. Deepening the crease as you float the leg. Now we're going to come up into a tabletop position with both legs. If you need to tuck under to stabilise your spine, please do. Try and come back to neutral if you can, otherwise stay tucked under. But neutral is where we're aiming for. The top of the back, where the heart line is, we really want the rib cage to stay on the floor. There's a little gap where your lumbar spine is. Take the hands behind the head or place them on your thighs and exhale as you come up into a chest lift, looking towards your knees, trying not to tuck under, sinking down the abdominals, sinking down towards the floor, and slowly roll down. And exhale, lift. And inhale, release. If it's too much to have the hands behind your head, just place them on your thighs. If the head starts to ache, the neck starts to ache, please take one hand behind your head. You're going to do 3 more. Every time, sink the abdominals down, sliding the ribs down towards your hips. Last 2. And last 1. Hold. And hold. Keep breathing. Keep dropping the abdominals down even more. I think I made a word up there. Did I say sinking earlier? Great word. Might use that later. Nice and flat with the abdominals. Try not to let the rectus abdominis take over. Keep sinking down. And then slowly release. One knee in towards your chest, other knee in towards your chest. Place the foot down towards the floor. And drop the knees from side to side. Feet and knees in line. And the side. And again, one more on each side. Come back to centre, place your left foot up into the tabletop position, push the right foot into the floor and come up into your shoulder bridge. Using the glutes to lift you, slowly come back down. And again lift. Everything stays connected with the rib cage. You're not overarching the back, you're in a long line from the shoulder to the knee to the hip. And again. Last one. Doing 4 on this side. And release, change sides. 4 is too many, just do what you can. Even if it's just 1 or 2, that's fine. Just allowing the glutes to lift and stabilise. Coming back down, place the foot back down on the floor. Tabletop, connect with your centre, tabletop. Try and come back to neutral. Hands up, off the floor. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, looking down towards the navel or towards the knees. Breathe in for 5 counts and breathe out for 5 counts. Keep lengthening with the fingers to drop the shoulders so you don't hunch the shoulders up by the ears. If you wish to challenge yourself further with each breath, focus the legs away from you on about a 45-degree angle or higher if that's too low. Keep focusing on your centre. Dropping the chin down. If the head starts to ache or the neck starts to ache, head feels too heavy, bring them down towards the floor or take one hand behind your head for support. Okay, I'm going to challenge you a little bit further now. If you want to be challenged, if you're in this position, the legs can come lower or take the feet out in a turn-out position. Squeezing the inner thighs, turning the toes out to a V shape. Come up a little bit higher if you can. Keep dropping the centre. And then bring the knees back in. And then roll yourself down. Hands come to the floor. Legs back up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you drop the legs away from you. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale as you drop. Head and shoulders can lift if you wish. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale as you drop. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, release. And again, exhale. Inhale, come back up. You can go into turn out if you want to for the last 2. Squeezing the inner thighs and your glutes. Bringing the legs in, holding onto one leg. The other leg drops away. Pulse twice. And switch. And switch. Pulsing the leg towards you twice as you breathe out. Breathe in and switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch. Right, so shoulders, soften the collarbone. One more on each side. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. Come down to the floor. Knees back into that tabletop position. Bring the right knee down. Lengthen it out long. Left leg stays into tabletop. Exhale, take it away. Inhale, come back and around. Drawing circles on the ceiling using the femur. Foot stays still. Think about the leg being heavy again. One more circle. And then reverse it. Come back the other way. So do about 4 or 5 in each direction. Now if you can maintain the stability in the pelvis, the hips aren't rocking from side to side, this leg can straighten. And when you've done 4 or 5 in each direction, take the leg down, change sides. So if you can go for the straight leg and the hamstrings aren't too tight, and you can maintain a big circle, go ahead. That's fine. And watch your hips are nice and steady. Using those oblique muscles to maintain the stability. Abdominals are nice and tight. And then reverse. Come back the other way. Hands can float off the floor if you wish. Bit of extra challenge. Last one. And release that leg. Hands come above the head. Drop the chin down towards the chest. Slide your rib cage down towards your hips. Abs are nice and strong. Coming into the roll up. Drop the chin down. Lift the arms. Roll yourself up. Take a deep breath in and exhale, roll yourself back down. Breathe in, lift the arms, drop the chin, and exhale, up you come, rolling up from the floor, and exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, roll down, soften the collarbone, relax the shoulders. Keep rolling through, keep the movement flowing. Now if you found it pretty tricky to come up straight from the floor as we did just now, then come up into your seated position, and you can start the move from your seated position rather than starting it from the floor. Keep those abs nice and tight. Exhaling as you roll down, you're C-curving the spine, so you're tucking under. And we're going to add an oblique twist. So come down halfway, take the hand out to the side, watch it go, and come back up. So exhale, breathing out as you drop the arm down, breathe in as you come back. Just go as far as you can go that you can maintain control. Option, you can bend your knees for more stability, as long as the opposite hip stays down on the floor. If you've got a couple of weights, you can add weights as well, come to the weights in the hand. Turning from the navel upwards, using the obliques. Let's go for the last one on each side. Let's hold and pause. Come back up, other side. And come back up. Come to the end of your mat. And we'll come to rolling like a ball to finish. So place the hands onto the shins, tuck your chin in, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Roll back, inhale, come back up. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. Staying off the mat with the head, just rolling onto your shoulders. Coming into that balance. Sitting back on the mat. Let's just finish with a little bit of a teaser. Bringing the feet in towards your chest. Coming into a tabletop position. Taking the hands away. Lengthening one leg if you can. And the other. Lifting the breastbone, staying in the V position. Coming back in and releasing. Keeping nice and long with back. Lengthening one leg and lengthening the other. Alternating if it's too much, lengthening both legs at the same time. Keep the back nice and long. Abs are strong. Keeping the legs here, roll yourself down as far as you can go that you can maintain the control. And then come back up. And again, if you can, rolling under with that tailbone, coming back up. Last one. Soften the collarbone and hug those knees in. Hug your knees in towards your chest, sink the back away from you. Coming down to your mermaid position, reaching over, stretching over your side, and then change sides. Holding onto the ankle, reaching over, drop the hip into the floor, relax your shoulders. And release. Well done. Obviously you can modify or progress as much as you can and work your way through, see how you get on. And thanks for joining me. Melanie Colley from mypilatescornwall.co.uk. Well done.